about how the royalty rates work when you publish books on Amazon KDP, you're not alone. Many people publish their first book without understanding the royalty structure, and they end up leaving money on the table. But the difference between choosing the 35% royalty option and the 70% option on the same book can mean earning nearly 6 times more money per book sold, just from understanding how the system works. So in this video, I'm breaking down the KDP royalty structure. I'll cover how ebook and print royalties work, when Amazon actually pays you, and the pricing strategy that can help you earn more money from every single book you publish. But first, let's talk about what a royalty actually is so that we're on the same page. Section 1, how KDP royalties work. When someone buys your book on Amazon, you don't get to keep the full price. Amazon takes a cut for selling and distributing your book, and what's left over is your royalty. That's your earnings. Just like when you sell a product on Etsy or eBay, Amazon works the same way. Since Amazon provides the platform, the customers, and the delivery system, it takes a share of the revenue. Now, the percentage you keep depends on the type of book you're selling and how you price it. So let's break this down into two main formats, ebooks and print books. Section 2, ebook royalties, the 35% versus 70% decision. Let's start with ebooks, because this is where most of us start when we're publishing on KDP. Amazon gives you two royalty options for ebooks, 35% and 70%. Now, obviously 70% sounds better, right? But there are specific rules that you have to follow to qualify for that 70% rate. This matters because some beginners leave money on the table because they don't understand when to use each option strategically. So let me go through what you need to know to get the 70% royalty. Number 1, your ebook has to be priced between $2.99 and $9.99. That's the sweet spot. If you price your book at 99 cents or $1.99, you automatically get the 35% rate. And if you price it above $9.99, the same thing happens. You drop down to the 35% rate. Number 2, your ebook must be at least 20% cheaper than the print version of your book if you have one. Of course, Amazon wants to make sure that the ebook is the better deal. Number 3, you have to make your book available in all territories where Amazon operates. You can't just select a few countries and expect the 70% rate. Now, here's something that trips some people up. Even with the 70% royalty, Amazon charges something called a delivery fee, and it's based on your file size. For every megabyte your book file takes up, Amazon charges 15 cents to deliver it to customers in the US. For most text-only fiction books, this is pretty small, maybe around 10 to 30 cents per sale. But if you're publishing something with a lot of images, like a cookbook or a children's book, that delivery fee can add up. So your actual royalty is 70% of your list price, minus the delivery fee. Let's say you price your ebook at $3.99 and your file size is 2 megabytes. 70% of $3.99 is $2.79. Then Amazon deducts the delivery fee, which is 30 cents for a 2 megabyte file, because that's 15 cents times 2. So your actual royalty per sale is $2.49. Now, if you were on the 35% royalty plan, you'd earn 35% of $3.99, which is $1.40. No delivery fee with the 35% option, but you're still earning way less. So unless your file size is massive, the 70% option is almost always the better choice as long as you price your book between $2.99 and $9.99. Now, you might be curious about something. When would you ever price your book at 99 cents if you're only earning 35% per sale? Good question. And the answer is strategically, during launch. Let me explain what I mean. Yes, you can price your book at 99 cents, but you'll only earn about 35% per sale with the 35% royalty rate. And here's where most beginners make a mistake. They launch their book at 99 cents, leave it there forever, and wonder why they're not generating income. Inside Fiction Profits Academy, we teach our students to launch their books at 99 cents initially to get maximum traction and reviews, and then raise the price to $2.99 or $3.99 after the launch period. That way, you're using the 99-cent price strategically to build momentum, but you're not stuck earning 35 cents a book forever. I know when you're looking at these numbers, $2.04 per sale at $2.99 might not sound like a lot, but remember, we're not trying to make $10,000 a month from one book. We're building a catalog where 5 books, each earning $200 to $400 a month, adds up to real consistent income. Now, let's talk about one of the most overlooked income sources for fiction authors. This can be huge if you do it right. Section 3, KDP Select and Kindle Unlimited pages read. When you enroll your ebook in KDP Select, Select, you're making it exclusive to Amazon for 90 days. That means you can't sell the same book on any other platform like Apple Books or Google Play during that time. In exchange, your book becomes available in Kindle Unlimited, which is Amazon's subscription service. Readers pay a monthly fee and they can borrow and read as many books as they want from the Kindle Unlimited library. So how do you get paid from Kindle Unlimited? You get paid per page read. Amazon sets up a global fund every month, and authors get a share of that fund based on how many pages readers actually read from their books. Note that this is different from read-through, which refers to readers continuing from one book in your series to the next. Here, we're talking about individual page reads within a single book. Anyway, the rate changes every month, but as of late 2025, it's been around 0.004 to 0.005 per page read. So if someone reads a 300-page book of yours, you could potentially earn somewhere between $1.20 and $1.50 from that one borrow. Now think about that. If your book is priced at $2.99, you earn about $2.04 per sale. But if someone borrows it through Kindle Unlimited and reads the whole thing, you earn about $1.20 to $1.50. Yes, it's less than a sale, but remember, Kindle Unlimited readers binge read. They're not paying per buck, so they're way more likely to give your book a shot. And for fiction authors and genres where people devour series like romance, thrillers, and mysteries, Kindle Unlimited can match or even exceed your sales income. And if you're writing in a series, Kindle Unlimited can be amazing for read-through. Read-through is where readers finish one book in your series and immediately move on to the next one. It's one of the most powerful income drivers in fiction publishing. Someone finishes book 1 and they could immediately grab book 2, book 3, book 4, all at no extra cost to them. You get paid for every page they read across your entire series. Yes, enrolling in KDP Select is a trade-off. You're giving up the ability to sell on other platforms, but you're gaining access to millions of Kindle Unlimited subscribers who are actively looking for their next binge read. For most of our students, especially those publishing romance or series fiction, the income from page reads actually matches or exceeds their sales income. We're not talking about a little bonus income. We're talking about Kindle Unlimited being a major part of your monthly royalties. Section 4, print book royalties. Now let's talk about print books, paperbacks, and hardcovers. This is where things changed in 2025. So if you've published paperbacks before June of 2025, you need to pay attention to this. Up until June 2025, Amazon paid a 60% royalty on all print books sold on their marketplace. But starting June 10th, 2025, they changed the structure. Under the new structure, if your print book is priced under $9.99, so that's $9.98 or lower, you only earn a 50% royalty. But if your book is priced at $9.99 or higher, you still get the full 60% royalty just like before. Here's how print royalties work. Amazon takes your list price, multiplies it by your royalty rate, either 50% or 60%, and then subtracts the printing cost. The printing cost depends on how many pages your book has, what size it is, and whether it's black and white or color. Let's say you have a 300-page paperback priced at $14.99, and the printing cost is $4.50. At 60%, you'd earn 60% of $14.99, which is $8.99, minus $4.50 in printing costs. That gives you $4.49 per book sold. Now, if you would price that same book at $9.99, you'd be at the 50% royalty rate. 50% of $9.99 is $5, minus $4.50 in printing costs. That gives you only 50 cents per book sold. See the difference? By pricing your book at $9.99 instead of $14.99, you'd earn almost 9 times less per sale. So here's the bottom line with print books. If you're going to publish a paperback, do the math using Amazon's royalty calculator before you set your price. Make sure your price covers your printing costs and still leaves you with a royalty you're happy with. And in most cases, pricing your paperback at $9.99 or higher is going to give you a better royalty per sale because you'll be in that 60% tier. Now, I'll be honest, at FPA, we focus mainly on ebooks because that's where beginners can see the fastest results. You don't have to worry about printing costs and your margins are higher. But once you have a book that's selling well as an ebook, adding the paperback version is a great way to reach more readers and earn additional income. Section 5, but now you're probably wondering, when do you actually get paid? I know the first wait can feel brutal if you don't know what to expect, so let me explain how the payment schedule works. Amazon pays royalties approximately 60 days after the end of the month in which the sale was made. Let's say you publish your first book on January 15th and you start getting sales right away. Those January sales will show up in your KDP dashboard immediately. You can see them pop in there the next day, but the actual payment for those sales won't hit your bank account until around March 31st. I know it feels like a long wait, especially when you're just starting out and you're excited to see that first payment. But the good news is that once you get past that initial 60-day waiting period, you'll be getting paid every single month. And once you have multiple books out there, you're getting paid every month for books that you published weeks, even months ago. That's the power of building a catalog. The income becomes more consistent because you have multiple books generating royalties on different timelines. Now, there is a minimum payment threshold depending on how you choose to get paid. If you set up direct deposit, which is what I recommend, there's basically no minimum. As long as you earn at least $1 or $2, Amazon will pay you. But if you choose to get paid by check or wire transfer, you need to have at least $100 in royalties before Amazon will send you a payment. If you don't hit that $100 threshold in a given month, your earnings just roll over to the next month until you do. So my advice is to set up direct deposit. It's faster, it's easier, and you get paid every month no matter how much you earn. And once you start publishing consistently, like once you have 2 books, 3 books, 5 books out there, you're gonna have income coming in every single month from books that you published weeks, even months ago. That's the beauty of this business model and why we focus so much on building a pipeline at FPA. All right, so now that you understand the royalty structure, let's talk about pricing strategy, because this is where a lot of beginners make mistakes. Section 6, pricing to maximize your royalties. Here's what we teach inside Fiction Profits Academy. For your very first book, we call it your lead magnet because it acts like a magnet to attract readers to your other books. You're gonna price it at 99 cents or make it free as well. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, free? 99 cents? How's that a strategy? Here's the thing, your first book isn't about generating income from sales. It's about getting readers into your world. Think of it like a storefront giving away free samples. So once people try your writing and love it, they're gonna want more. And that's when they buy your other books at full price. The goal with your lead magnet is simple. Get readers hooked, get them on your email list so that you can stay connected with them, and prime them to read the rest of your series. I'll actually walk you through this entire lead magnet strategy in more detail in another video, including exactly how to set it up, how to use it to build your mailing list, and how it fits into your overall launch plan. So if this sounds like something that you want to learn more about, stick around for the call to action at the end of this video, and I'll point you to the right place. For your second book and beyond, we recommend launching at 99 cents for the first 30 days. This helps you get maximum visibility and maximum sales velocity and reviews during your launch window. After that first 30 days, raise your price to $2.99 or $3.99. Now you're earning $2.04 to $2.72 per sale instead of 35 cents. That's where your real income starts to build. And if you're writing a series, this strategy is even more powerful. You keep book 1 priced lower to bring readers in. Then books 2, 3, 4, and beyond are priced at $2.99, $3.99, or even $4.99. Let's say someone buys book 1 for 99 cents. Loves it, and then buys books 2 through 5 at $3.99 each. You just earned 35 cents from book 1, and then $2.04 times 4 from the rest of the series. That's $8.51 total from one reader. That's the power of a series and the power of strategic pricing. For paperbacks, like I said earlier, make sure you're pricing at $9.99 or higher to stay in that 60% royalty tier. Use Amazon's royalty calculator to figure out what price gives you a healthy profit after printing costs. Most of our students price their paperbacks from $12.99 to $16.99, depending on page count. That gives them a solid royalty and still keeps the books affordable for readers who prefer physical copies. Okay, now let's talk about what this can actually look like in terms of income. Section 7, putting it all together. And I want to be really clear about something. This isn't about one book making you $5,000 a month. That's not how this works for most people. What we teach inside FPA is the pipeline approach. It's about building a catalog of books that work together to generate consistent income. Let's say you publish a book, price it at $2.99, and it sells 100 copies in a month. At 70% royalty, you'd potentially earn around $204 for that month from sales. Now, let's say that same book is enrolled in KDP Select, and it gets 20,000 pages read in Kindle Unlimited. At roughly 0.0045 per page, that could add another $90 in page read income. So from one book, you could potentially earn around $294 in a month. Now, what if you have 5 books, and each one is earning somewhere between $200 and $400 a month from a combination of sales and page reads? You could potentially be looking at $1,000 to $2,000 a month in royalties, not from one book, from a catalog of books working together. And here's what makes this powerful. These aren't books you have to actively promote every single day. Once they're published and you've done your initial launch, they can generate passive income month after month while you're working on your next book. That's the compound effect of building a catalog. Book 1 earns $300 a month. You add book 2, now you're at $600. Book 3, you're at $900. You see how this builds? Now, I'm not saying everyone hits those numbers right away. Some books take off faster than others. Some niches are more competitive, and it takes time to build up a catalog and learn how to market your books. But what I am saying is that the royalty structure on Amazon KDP gives you the opportunity to build real, consistent income if you approach this like a business. You price strategically, you publish consistently, and you focus on building a series or a catalog that compounds every time. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. It's a build real income over time thing. And that's exactly what we teach inside Fiction Profits Academy. We give our students the exact roadmap to do this the right way, from choosing the right niche to hiring ghostwriters to launching and marketing their books so that they actually sell. And if you're ready to actually start your KDP journey the right way, then watch this next, Beginner's Guide to Amazon KDP in 2025. Because in that video, I walk you through the exact step-by-step system for starting KDP with a small budget, a clear plan, and zero guesswork. I'll show you the foundation you need, the validation methods we use, and the hiring process, the marketing tools, and the launch strategy that helped me and thousands of my students build passive income with Amazon KDP. I'll see you there.